Japan boasts more centenarians per capita than any other nation, with a staggering 90,000 people living well past their 100th birthday. While many of us in the West invest fortunes in expensive gym memberships and the latest fitness fads, Japanese elders in their 70s and 80s are effortlessly outliving nearly everyone else on Earth. But what truly astonished Harvard Medical School researchers during their 5-year study of these incredible superagers was on just their diet, nor was it solely their genetics. The real secret, they discovered, was hiding in plain sight. 6 remarkably simple movements these individuals perform every single day. These aren't strenuous exercises or grueling workouts. They're foundational, almost instinctive motions that Western doctors initially dismissed as too trivial to matter. That is, until advanced brain scans unveiled something truly extraordinary. Japanese elders who regularly practiced these daily movements showed a remarkable 40% less cognitive decline compared to their Western peers. Their joints stayed supple and flexible for decades longer, and their balance systems functioned as if they were 20 years younger. Stanford researchers even labeled it the most overlooked aspect of longevity in modern medicine. You're about to uncover these very 6 movements yourself, starting with the simplest and progressively building to the most profoundly impactful. But a quick warning about movement number 1. It's the one that, in a study of 15,000 Japanese seniors, was found to extend lifespan by an average of 7 years. Yet, astonishingly, 90% of Americans have never even heard of it. It requires just 2 minutes of your time and absolutely no equipment. But neuroscientists have observed it lights up more areas of the brain simultaneously than any other physical activity they've ever measured. Before we dive in, please share your age and where you're watching from in the comments below. We're genuinely reading and responding to every single one. So, without further ado, let's begin with movement number 6. Don't let its seemingly humble position mislead you, though. This particular movement forms the bedrock upon which every Japanese elder builds their day. Our journey begins with movement number 6, the profound art of slow walking. Known as sampo, it might seem almost deceptively simple, something too basic to hold real power. Yet, Japanese elders revere it, treating it almost like a sacred daily ritual. Sampo isn't merely walking. It's an intentional, deeply mindful movement performed at roughly half your usual pace. Typically, Japanese seniors dedicate 20 to 30 minutes to this practice each morning, often before their first meal. The crucial distinction from Western power walking lies in its deliberate slowness, harmonized with a very specific breathing rhythm. You inhale for 2 steps, gently hold for 2 steps, then slowly exhale for 4 steps. This deliberate rhythm creates a powerful synchronization between your cardiovascular and nervous systems, an effect simply unattainable with faster walking. A compelling 2019 study from Kyoto University, tracking 3,000 seniors over 60 for a decade, revealed astonishing results. Those who consistently practiced daily sampo experienced a remarkable 62% reduction in arterial stiffness compared to the control group. Their blood pressure saw an average drop of 12 points systolic and 8 points diastolic. But here's where it becomes truly captivating. This unhurried pace allows your entire foot to make complete, deliberate contact with the ground, engaging all 33 joints in each foot. This continuous activation sends vital proprioceptive signals to your brain, dramatically improving both balance and spatial awareness. Western seniors who adopted sampo for just 8 weeks saw their single-leg standing time improve by an impressive average of 45 seconds. To practice sampo correctly, focus on rolling smoothly through your entire foot with every step. Start with your heel, roll through your arch, and push off with your toes. Keep your gaze steady, about 6 feet ahead, rather than looking down at your feet. Your arms should swing naturally but minimally, with relaxed hands and gently curved fingers. That unique breathing pattern is absolutely crucial and will take some practice. Counting your steps initially can help you maintain the rhythm. Morning practice is often recommended because naturally higher cortisol levels at that time amplify the calming effects of sampo. Avoid treadmills, as the moving belt disrupts the natural mechanics of your foot. Whenever possible, choose varied terrain-different surfaces, activate a broader range of stabilizing muscles. The University of Tokyo discovered that seniors practicing sampo on natural surfaces like grass or dirt pads enjoyed 20% better joint mobility than those walking exclusively on concrete. If you're new to this, begin with just 10 minutes and gradually build up to 30 minutes over several weeks. Now, Let's move on to a practice designed to gently rebuild your body from the ground up. Next, we uncover movement number 5, the ritual of daily stretching, known as radio taiso. Every morning, at precisely 6:30 a.m., a soothing piano melody drifts across Japan's public airwaves. This isn't just a tune. It's the beloved signal for radio taiso, a sequence of radio calisthenics that millions of Japanese people have faithfully practiced every day since 1928. But don't let the word calisthenics conjure images of strenuous workouts. This is utterly unlike typical Western exercise routines. Instead, it's a beautifully flowing sequence of 13 specific, gentle stretches, performed precisely within 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Each movement gracefully targets multiple muscle groups, all while maintaining continuous motion. There's no holding static positions, no straining, just an uninterrupted, fluid movement that effectively lubricates your joints and preserves flexibility throughout your entire body. Researchers at Osaka Medical College conducted a significant study involving 8,000 participants over 6 comparing daily radio taiso practitioners with non-practitioners with The results were compelling. Those who practiced daily experienced 40% fewer falls, suffered 55% less chronic back pain, and maintained nearly a full range of motion in their shoulders and hips well into their 80s. The scientific explanation for its efficacy is truly remarkable. These dynamic stretches stimulate the production of synovial fluid in your joints by an impressive 30%. Think of this fluid as your body's natural oil, essential for smooth, pain-free movement. Without regular motion, it thickens and diminishes, leading to the stiffness and discomfort so often associated with aging. The sequence gracefully begins with gentle arm raises that open the chest and enhance breathing capacity. You raise both arms overhead while inhaling, then lower them as you exhale. This flows into smooth arm rotations that gently mobilize the shoulder joints. Next come soft twisting movements, designed to maintain crucial spinal flexibility, followed by side bends that stretch the intercostal muscles between your ribs. The leg movements include gentle marching in place, culminating in shallow squats that ensure your knees and hips remain wonderfully mobile. The entire routine maintains a calming rhythm that elevates your heart rate just enough to boost circulation without ever causing strain. For maximum benefits, timing is incredibly important. Japanese elders perform radio taiso immediately upon waking, often before consuming any food or drink. This intelligently leverages natural growth hormone peaks that occur during sleep. Your muscles and connective tissues are most receptive to stretching when these hormone levels are elevated. Each movement should feel as if you are moving through warm honey, never forcing or bouncing. If the full routine feels challenging at first, focus on the arm raises and gentle twists. These offer substantial benefits with minimal effort. Many Japanese companies still incorporate group radio taiso before the workday begins, and productivity studies consistently show that these employees take 30% fewer sick days than those in companies without this practice. Now, let's explore the movement that safeguards your brain just as powerfully as it protects your body. Before we delve further into these life-changing practices, if you're finding this video helpful and engaging so far, please take a moment to hit that like button. Your support helps more seniors discover these valuable insights. And while you're at it, subscribe to our channel. We're committed to bringing you more powerful health tips and longevity secrets every single day, and you won't want to miss what comes next. Now we come to movement number 4, the incredibly restorative deep squat rest, or shinkuzori. Take a stroll through any Japanese park or garden, and you'll often see elderly individuals comfortably settled in a deep squat position, heels firmly planted on the ground, perhaps engaged in conversation or tending to their plants. They can effortlessly hold this position for 10, 20, even 30 minutes without a hint of discomfort. Meanwhile, most Westerners over the age of 60 struggle to maintain it for even 10 seconds. This isn't just about mere flexibility. The deep squat rest is a fundamental human posture that has largely been lost in our chair-dependent cultures. Japanese seniors preserve this vital ability throughout their lives, precisely because they practice it daily, typically accumulating 20 to 30 minutes in this position, spread throughout their day. A groundbreaking 12-year study from the Tokyo Metropolitan Institute of Gerontology involving 5,000 seniors found that those who could comfortably maintain a deep squat for at least 2 minutes had an astonishing 70% lower risk of requiring assisted living. Their hip mobility remained robust enough for all daily activities, and they sustained their independence an average of 9 years longer than those who couldn't squat. The biomechanics behind this are profoundly important. The deep squat fully opens the hip joint to its maximum range of motion, actively preventing the capsular tightening that so often leads to the shuffling gait seen in many seniors. It also crucially maintains ankle flexibility, which is paramount for stable balance. Furthermore, it strengthens the pelvic floor muscles, vital for bladder control. Most critically, it gently decompresses the spine, encouraging the flow of nutrient-rich fluid into the discs between your vertebrae. Harvard researchers have observed that cultures where deep squatting remains a common practice report 80% fewer hip replacement surgeries and 60% less chronic lower back pain. To cultivate this transformative ability, begin by squatting with your back against a wall for support. Position your feet shoulder-width apart, with toes pointing slightly outward. Lower yourself slowly, allowing your knees to track naturally over your toes. If you initially can't get your heels flat, simply place a rolled towel beneath them. Start by holding for just 30 seconds, gradually increasing your time as your mobility improves. The secret here is frequency over duration. 5 separate 1-minute squats throughout the day will yield far greater benefits than trying to hold one 5-minute squat. Japanese elders often integrate squatting into their daily routines while waiting for buses, gardening, or even watching television. They've seamlessly woven it into their lives, making it feel less like an exercise and more like a natural posture that requires no special effort or dedicated time. Seek opportunities to use the position functionally whenever possible. Sort low shelves while squatting. Play with grandchildren from this comfortable position, or simply rest in a squat instead of bending over to tie your shoes. Each functional application reinforces this essential movement pattern and steadfastly maintains the mobility that keeps you wonderfully independent. Now, let's move to a practice that remarkably rewires your nervous system for decades of unparalleled stability. Prepare for movement number 3. The seemingly simple yet profoundly effective practice of single-leg standing, known as ashi. This might sound almost absurdly basic, but in Japan, physicians actually prescribe single-leg standing with the same seriousness Western doctors prescribe medication. Patients over 60 are routinely advised to stand on one leg for 1 minute, twice daily, as a crucial form of preventative medicine. It's even covered by health insurance in Japan, due to the sheer overwhelming weight of supporting data. A compelling 15-year study on aging from Fukuoka University, tracking 12,000 participants, found that those who practiced daily single-leg standing experienced an astounding 68% fewer hip fractures and a remarkable 75% fewer falls, requiring hospitalization. Brain scans of these individuals revealed increased gray matter in the motor cortex and cerebellum, areas absolutely critical for superior coordination and balance. When you stand on one leg, your body is compelled to make thousands of subtle, continuous micro-adjustments every minute to maintain stability. These intricate adjustments don't just strengthen your muscles. They fortify your entire neuromuscular system. Your proprioceptors, those vital sensors that constantly inform your brain about your body's position in space, become hyperactive, exquisitely sharpening their feedback. Your inner ear's vestibular system, essential for balance, hones its responses. And your visual processing speeds up as your brain seamlessly integrates information from multiple sensory systems simultaneously. The standard protocol for this practice is delightfully simple. Begin by standing near a wall or a sturdy chair for safety and peace of mind. Lift one foot just an inch off the ground. Fix your gaze on a stable point about 10 feet away. Breathe normally and gently try to hold this position for 30 seconds. Then, switch legs and repeat. As your stability improves, challenge yourself further by closing your eyes. This removes visual input, compelling your other balance systems to work even harder. Japanese elders often cleverly integrate this into existing routines, like brushing their teeth, effectively gaining 2 minutes of practice during an already established daily habit. This smart timing creates an automatic habit loop, ensuring unwavering consistency. For advanced practitioners, introduce small, controlled movements while balancing. Slowly turn your head left and right. Gently raise your arms overhead, or make small circles with the lifted foot. Each variation intelligently challenges different facets of your balance and coordination. The key is progressive overload. When 30 seconds becomes effortless, increase it to 45 seconds. When standing with eyes closed becomes manageable, try standing on a folded towel for a subtly unstable surface. This continuous progression not only prevents plateaus, but also vigorously maintains neuroplasticity. your brain has incredible ability to form new connections. Mayo Clinic researchers even discovered that single-leg standing time is a more accurate predictor of longevity than traditional measures like blood pressure or cholesterol levels. Individuals over 60 who can stand on one leg for 30 seconds exhibit mortality rates similar to people 10 years their junior. Now, prepare yourself for a movement that, in its profound simplicity, seems almost magical in its transformative effects. Get ready for movement number 2, the incredible practice of floor-sitting transitions. Or Shiki. Here's a truly mind-blowing fact about Japanese aging. The average Japanese person over 70 fluidly transitions from standing to floor-sitting and back up again more than 20 times every single day. They sit on the floor for their meals, for tea ceremonies, to watch television, and for social gatherings. Each one of these transitions is a complex full-body movement that ingeniously maintains strength, flexibility, and coordination in ways that no conventional gym exercise can ever truly replicate. The University of Tsukuba conducted a monumental study involving 10,000 seniors, meticulously comparing those who regularly sat on the floor versus those who exclusively used chairs. The findings were stark. The floor-sitters demonstrated an impressive 40% more lower body strength, possessed 50% better hip flexibility, and crucially, could rise from the floor completely unassisted well into their 90s. But here's the most astonishing revelation. Their cognitive test scores were consistently 15% higher. Researchers discovered that the intricate motor planning demanded by these floor transitions powerfully activates the prefrontal cortex, the brain's paramount executive function center. Safely lowering yourself to the floor and rising back up requires a remarkable interplay of sequential movement planning, precise balance control, judicious strength, modulation, and acute spatial awareness, all firing in perfect synchronicity. It is, in essence, a profound full-brain workout cunningly disguised as a simple, integrated daily activity. The traditional method begins from a standing position with your feet together. You gently lower one knee to the ground, then the other, settling back onto your heels into a comfortable kneeling position. From here, you can gracefully shift into various floor-sitting postures, such as cross-legged or sitting to rise. You simply reverse the process. Bring one foot forward into a lunge. Powerfully push through that leg to stand, and then bring the other foot to meet it. While this sounds straightforward, it demands incredible control and core strength. To cultivate this invaluable ability, start with supported transitions. Utilize a low stool or an ottoman as an intermediate step. Place your hands on the stool for support as you lower yourself to kneeling. Then remove them once you feel stable. Over several weeks, progressively rely less on hand support until you can confidently perform the movement unassisted. Practice initially on a soft carpet or a yoga mat to minimize impact on your knees. Remember, frequency trumps perfection. Even just 2 or 3 floor transitions daily will yield significant, cumulative benefits. Japanese elders don't perceive this as exercise. It's simply how they live. They've preserved this innate ability since childhood, never allowing the movement pattern to deteriorate. For those learning it later in life, patience is absolutely essential. It might take months to achieve smooth, effortless transitions, but the long-term payoff is truly extraordinary. Studies unequivocally show that the ability to rise from the floor without using your hands is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. Brazilian researchers, for instance, found that individuals who could perform this simple feat lived an average of 6 years longer than those who couldn't. And now, the moment you've eagerly anticipated, the undisputed king of all movements. Finally, we arrive at movement number 1. The incredible towel twist, known as Tenugui Hibiki. This is it, the single movement that completely reshaped everything researchers thought they understood about aging and physical activity. It requires nothing more than a common hand towel, yet Japanese centenarians overwhelmingly credit this practice, more than any other, for their enduring vitality. You hold a towel with both hands, arms extended straight in front of you, and perform a very specific, twisting motion that ingeniously generates an isometric contraction throughout your entire body. But simply calling it a towel twist is a profound understatement, akin to calling the ocean a mere puddle. This movement possesses the remarkable ability to activate muscle fibers that lie dormant in 99% of traditional exercises. When researchers at Toku University affixed electrodes to subjects performing Tenugui Hibiki, they recorded muscle activation in areas they hadn't even anticipated. Deep spinal stabilizers vigorously fired. Intrinsic foot muscles engaged with surprising intensity. Even facial muscles exhibited increased activity. The monumental study that sent shockwaves through the medical world meticulously followed 15,000 Japanese seniors for 2 decades. Those who diligently performed Tanuki Hibiki for just 2 minutes daily enjoyed an average life expectancy that was 7 years longer. Their grip strength, widely recognized as the single best predictor of mortality, remained above the critical threshold for independent living until an impressive average age of 92. They maintained bone density equivalent to individuals 20 years their junior. Brain scans, however, unveiled something even more extraordinary. The bilateral coordination demanded for proper towel twisting simultaneously activated both hemispheres of the brain, forging new and robust neural pathways between them. Participants consistently demonstrated improved memory, significantly faster reaction times, and dramatically lower rates of dementia. The technique itself starts by holding a rolled hand towel horizontally at shoulder height, with your hands positioned about 18 inches apart. The crucial first step is to create tension by pulling outward firmly, as if you're attempting to rip the towel in two. While maintaining this steadfast tension, you slowly and deliberately rotate your entire torso to the right, ensuring your hips remain facing forward. The twist must originate entirely from your core, not your arms. Hold this position for 3 seconds at your maximum comfortable rotation, then slowly return to the center and twist to the left. That constant tension is absolutely vital. You are, in essence, creating profound resistance against your own body, compelling every single stabilizing muscle to engage. Your breathing must remain steady and controlled throughout the movement. Inhale as you return to the center, and exhale as you twist. This specific breathing pattern stimulates the vagus nerve, initiating a powerful parasympathetic response that actively reduces inflammation throughout the body. The sheer beauty of this practice lies in its remarkable scalability. Beginners might apply minimal tension and execute smaller twists. Advanced practitioners can generate enormous tension and achieve deeper, more expansive rotations. Some Japanese elders even perform variations while sitting or lying down. The core principles, however, remain constant. Create tension, maintain precise control, and coordinate your breathing with your movement. Molecular biology illuminates why this works so powerfully. These isometric contractions trigger the release of myokines, special proteins secreted by muscles during contraction. These myokines act like a potent medicine, actively reducing inflammation, enhancing insulin sensitivity, and even promoting the growth of new brain cells. The towel twist, remarkably, produces more myokines per minute than any other movement ever studied. Timing also significantly amplifies its effects. Japanese elders typically perform this immediately after waking and once more before bed. The morning session invigoratingly activates the nervous system for the day ahead, while the evening session profoundly promotes recovery and ensures better sleep quality. Just 1 minute in the morning and 1 at night delivers the full spectrum of benefits. No special equipment beyond a basic towel. No expensive gym membership. No complex choreography. Yet, this deceptively simple practice influences every single system in your body more profoundly than hours of conventional exercise ever could. In conclusion, the true revolution in our understanding of aging isn't about pioneering new technologies or expensive supplements. It's about profoundly recognizing the timeless wisdom embedded in these simple, foundational movements that Japanese elders have quietly, yet consistently, practiced for generations. These 6 movements are far more than mere exercises. They represent a comprehensive integrated system for meticulously maintaining the human body's complete functionality throughout every stage of life. They simultaneously address and enhance strength, flexibility, balance, coordination, and crucial neural health. What's truly remarkable is that they demand no specialized equipment, no particular attire, and no dedicated, extra exercise time. Instead, they integrate effortlessly and seamlessly into your daily existence, becoming as natural and intuitive as breathing itself. The scientific research supporting these practices is both unequivocally clear and overwhelmingly compelling. Individuals who faithfully maintain these specific movement patterns experience aging in a fundamentally distinct and superior way compared to those who do not. They retain their precious independence. They preserve their sharp cognitive function. They genuinely enjoy their final decades, rather than merely enduring them. The choice, ultimately, rests with you. You can continue to adhere to conventional Western exercise paradigms that often approach aging as a battle to be fought, a disease to be conquered. Or, you can thoughtfully embrace these profound, yet simple, Movements that beautifully reframe aging as a natural process to be navigated with grace, vitality, and ease. The Japanese have not just shown us a path, they've illuminated a verified way forward. The science has definitively validated their approach. The only remaining question is whether you will choose to begin transforming how you age today, or defer that incredible opportunity until tomorrow. Now, we're eager to hear from you. Which of these movements do you feel would offer you the most immediate benefit, and why? Have you ever experimented with any of these Japanese habits before? If so, did you observe any positive changes in your strength or balance? Please share your invaluable experiences and thoughtful opinions in the comments section below. We genuinely appreciate hearing from each and every one of you. Thank you for watching.